Professional wrestling, a sport driven by competition, heart, desire, and passion.
You want me to sprint, you want me to run, and I can't go on. Second wind's coming, blood starts pumping. I was never nothing, no, not nothing. Never say never. Out from the dust, got better. Fell up, buried like a treasure. I will never give up. Done with the hiccups, I'm a man on a mission. A man with a vision. When dreams come alive, ribs don't survive. Will I cross that line? Time will tell. This is my life. Since I was a boy, I've known that voice. Now I'm a man, I've made my choice. I'm going all the way. I'm giving everything. No room for compromise. Willing to sacrifice. It's time I come alive.
This is OVW. Today's stars, tomorrow's superstars.
For our annual tradition of Seasons Meetings with Christmas Chaos.
And I gotta tell you, this night is crazy because every single match is in the steel cage, baby.
That's right, we got a great card for you, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a grudge match between King's Ransom's Maximus Khan and the Shotgun Tony Gunn. We're also gonna see the crowning of the first Rush Division champion in a 6-man ladder match. Also, the World Heavyweight Radio Championship will be on the line as Steve Rummage attempts to defend against Shannon the Dude. A last man standing contest will take place between Dustin Jackson and Randall Floyd. You will see a reverse women's rumble where the winner will become the #1 contender for the OVW Women's Championship and get a shot at Max the Impaler tonight for the title. Also, you will see the OVW Heavyweight Championship on the line as Leonis Khan takes on the Trinidad Titan Justin Smooth. And then in our main event, it is Cage Warfare as the Legacy of Brutality takes on the team of Dimes, Corey Storm, Shira Mahabali, and Jax Dane.
And again, every single match is in the brutal cage, baby.
That's right, and starting off, we have a triple threat, no DQ, Yuletide Carnage match for the Anarchy title. Let's take it away for the action.
The following is a triple threat match for the Anarchy Championship. Introducing first, Gangrel.
Things are starting off a little bit eerie here, Bruce. I tell you, I had nightmares of Gangrel as a child growing up.
Gangrel definitely marches to his own drumbeat, but that's part of the reason why he has been so successful. A star in the WWE, a star all around the world, and he's ready to make his mark again here at OVW.
That's right, Gangrel is a competitor that's been relevant for the better part of now going on 3 decades, and I tell you what, I would not be excited to have this man looking across from me in the squared circle.
But here's the scary thing. The other two people in this match.
And his opponent, the Warlord of Weird, Sin Bodhi.
The other two people, competitors in this match, might match Gangrel for intensity and, dare I say, weirdness.
Absolutely. All 3 of these competitors are some of the most wicked, devilish, evil competitors, if you will, that I've ever laid my eyes upon inside the ring, Bruce. I mean, I said I wouldn't want to be looking across the ring from Gangrel, but I'll be honest, I would not be wanting to look across the ring from any of these 3 competitors.
And we'll introduce a third competitor in a moment, but what makes it so interesting is usually someone like Gangrel or someone like Sin Bodhi have the psychological advantage. But in this case, I think it cancels each other out, especially when we introduce our third competitor.
That's right. The third competitor being that Anarchy champion himself, the very first grand champion of OVW, having the heavyweight, television, tag team, and Anarchy titles as we await the entrance of Satan's favorite sinner known as Amon.
There it comes.
And the final competitor, he is the OVW Anarchy champion, Amon.
Oh my goodness. You want to talk about nightmares, the creeps? This guy gives it to me. I mean, the way he moves, the way he talks, the way he acts, he's just a nightmare wrapped around a puzzle, to be honest with you. Let me ask you, Dr. McNailer, as someone who's been in the ring and competed and had much success, who do you give the early advantage to among these three competitors? I'll put that in quotes.
No, I was worried you're going to ask me that, Bruce, because to be honest, I mean, these three very, let's say, unique competitors each are bringing their own method of mayhem, if you will, and I honestly don't know what to predict here. So really, I think it's anybody's ball game, and I'm just glad I have a ringside seat rather than being locked inside the cage with any of them.
You call it mayhem, I call it madness, because that's what we're about to see. Christmas chaos here in Louisville, Kentucky at Slugger Field. And let's invite everybody, if you're in the Louisville area, you obviously can watch on Channel 21, WBNA. You can watch online, but if you want to experience everything in its full intensity, come on down to Slugger Field. Still plenty of time to get down here.
That's right. As we present this, we are live here in the heart of downtown Louisville as the Warlord of Weird looks to be getting weird a little early. Psyching out his competitors, and Gangrel now taking the fight to Sin Bodhi. The rake across the back, it looked like. And there's a punch to the face. And who needs a weapon when you got closed fists and everything's legal?
And let's talk about the rules of this match. Basically, no rules.
Yeah.
Whoever can survive the brutal beating, and it is brutal already, will be the winner.
That's right.
That's a big if.
Pinfall or submission wins this contest. It's like a metal lid of some sort to the midsection of the vampire warrior known as Gangrel.
And Amon just laughing at him. We should tell everybody, something like that, illegal 99% of the time. All of this that you're seeing, completely legal tonight.
That's right. Imagine if Gangrel walks away as the Anarchy champion. I mean, we've already seen such great wrestlers that are well known as Tommy Dreamer, and of course Sin Bodhi right there himself. Maybe Gangrel will be the next to add his name, or maybe Sin will be the first to be a repeat Anarchy champion.
Or imagine if Amon is able to hold on to things. I mean,
I will say there are some, none to his face, mind you, but there are some that have said that they consider Amon's win at the Halloween show we had in October. They said it was a fluke. Well, Amon is here to prove that it was not a fluke.
And you know what? Say what you want about Amon.
Hold on, cover here, Bruce, cover.
Good point. Almost the finish right there. Say what you want about Amon. Freaky and spooky and everything, but the man can also wrestle. He has his own psychological warfare, but it gets the job done.
And here's the thing, you know, in any typical match, the psychological aspect of one's in-ring game is going to make absolute importance. However, this is anything goes. There's weapons everywhere. The psychological game, in my opinion, goes right out the window when weapons are involved.
Well, and all three are trying to, in their own way, psychology each other. I know I didn't say that right.
Out-psychology each other, Bruce. You're a broadcaster.
I
understand, though.
You're a doctor. I thought you could help me out here.
Well, I'll tell you what, when the action gets this crazy, I'm not exactly known for not having a misspeak or two. It's getting wild.
Maybe we should call it the psychological disadvantage.
Yeah, there you go.
Right now, Gangrel with a rope around his neck.
Oh, no. Mind you, while that might get you arrested any other part of town, that is perfectly legal inside the squared circle here.
Doc, tell me, how long can someone survive with a rope around their neck if the pressure is applied?
Well, before becoming unconscious, I mean, it can be a matter of seconds. Luckily, I don't think Amon had that noose around Gangrel's neck long enough for him to lose consciousness, but you have to think, being oxygen deprived, he's a little worse for wear.
Now the chain, Sin Bodhi has a chain, wrapping it around Amon, pushes Amon
He stripped him.
And now it's Gangrel.
Oh!
That elbow drop
That's right,
can finish someone on a normal situation, but when you've got a lid on top of it, that would fell the average man.
That's right. I've seen that patented spinning elbow from Gangrel before, but never on top of a garbage can lid. Oh, go for that impaler DDT, it maybe looked like. Gangrel's known for finishing away his opponents with that maneuver. He got stopped, and he got stopped hard.
I got to tell you, I feel a little bad for our referee, Miss Charlene. How does she keep a semblance of order here?
Well, fortunately, she doesn't have to break any holds or stop anyone from doing anything illegal. She's just got to count to 3.
I don't know if you saw that. Gangrel actually able to duck a shot, but it still caught him somewhat. But the damage could have been a lot worse. Amon now up with Sin Bodhi. Sin Bodhi, fireman carry.
Oh.
Did we just see a scientific hold?
Well, it might be the only one of the match. I wouldn't get too used to it, Bruce, as we see, looks like in the corner there. Hold on. Sin Bodhi's getting weird. He just chokeslammed himself on top of Amon. Cover, Hal. Only a 2 count as Gangrel breaks up the fall.
And again, the strategy is interesting because the winner is a person who pins the opponent. So number 3 doesn't want the other guy pinned, so he's going to break up pins. In other words, these guys are going to constantly switch their loyalties because really it's every man for themselves.
Oh, that's right. Only one man can walk away the Anarchy champion. But I'll tell you what, it's going to take a lot more punishment, I think, for putting away any of 2 of these 3 opponents down.
I'll tell you what's crazy is these men value the Anarchy Championship almost as much as a heavyweight championship, because in this, it's just the toughest guy standing, regardless of the rules.
Well, that's true. I mean, to an extent, some would even place it, you know, at the same level, saying that whoever is the Anarchy champion is the best hardcore wrestler in the world today.
You know what, Doc?
And right now, it's Amon.
And I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to diminish the other belts, but that's exactly what I think they feel. And right now, we've got a double choking right now.
Oh, wow. Let's say Amon getting choked to life by Gangrel with that rope around his neck. Meanwhile, Gangrel with that chain around his. Sin Bodhi keeping it fastened to the neck of Gangrel here. And both Gangrel and Amon are fading fast.
You know, if Amon has brothers, I wonder if they're just like Gangrel and Sin Bodhi.
I certainly hope not.
I certainly would think so. We all know where Amon is from.
Well, I'm just saying I hope they don't have any siblings. I mean, let's face it, these guys are freaks, Bruce. They procreate. That means we have more of these guys coming out of the woodwork.
Hopefully they're not hearing what we're saying, or you and I would be next, and that would be bad.
Well,
bad for
them.
business.
Don't tell them I said that.
I won't tell them if you don't tell them. Deal?
All right, sounds good to me as we see Gangrel picking up Sin and Amon here. Looks like a meeting of the minds coming up. Now, what I was going to go back to, talking about the person that's the Anarchy champion can solidify themselves as being the hardcore champion of the world because it's one of the few championships that is defended interpromotionally, as in the Anarchy championship, such as when Sin Bodhi had it, he defended it in several promotions. All across the country, all around the world.
Very, very good point. Now, what does that mean? That means for the Anarchy champion, more money, which is why all these guys are doing this. So you bring up a very good point. If you are the Anarchy champion, you're going to get more cold, hard cash.
That's right, as we see.
Because promoters from all over the country are going to be bidding for your services.
As we see Amon's potential reign as Anarchy champion coming to an end here as he's taking the punishment from Sin Bodhi and Gangrel.
And now I think Gangrel and Sin Bodhi are double teaming Amon, wrapping his legs, and now they're working together. And Amon just taking extreme punishment.
He's just jumping up and down on the sternum of Amon.
Gangrel's not happy with something.
Don't take your breath away.
And Amon, amazing he's on his feet even though he was helped.
Oh.
He ducks.
It's hard to even hit that cage. Oh, wow. Face first into the metal.
Let's remind everybody, every single match tonight on Christmas Chaos in the cage. And that means the cage not only can be your opponent, it could be your friend, depending on who hits the cage. Meanwhile, no friends here as Amon takes a shot.
Oh, wow, Tallulah Bell by Sin Bodhi. That could be it, Bruce. We've seen a put away minute competitor with that maneuver. Amon makes the save just in time.
All right, meanwhile. Oh, did we get? Ring the bell, and that's
Your
it.
winner and still Anarchy champion, Amon.
And it happened so fast. Amon able to retain the championship. Doc, can you believe it? Because I can't.
It's unbelievable, Bruce, but you better believe it. And you better believe that more steel cage action is coming up on OVW Christmas Chaos after this break. Oh, man.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Another competitor
4,
will enter.
3, 2, 1.
What?
Familiar sounds fill the Davis Arena.
Whoa, hold on a second. What's going on here?
Wait a minute.
Get some control over this situation.
I can't believe what I have just seen.
Hi, my name's Barry Ratcliffe. You might recognize me from such films as The Longest Ride or Ted 2. Now, as a successful actor, I have 2 planes, a supermodel wife, countless exotic cars, and a ton of cash. You might think it couldn't get any better than this, but you'd be wrong. For only $4.99, you can get OVW Wrestling Network.com. That's OVW Wrestling Network.com for only $4.99. Now, will your life be as good as this? No. Will it be better? Yes, and I guarantee that. That's not valid anywhere. OVW Wrestling Network.com is only $4.99. Tomorrow's yesterday is today. Prices so low, they're insane.
The following is a grudge contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Shotgun Tony Gunn.
Welcome to the Gun Show.
Well, Bruce, we see the arrival of, honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, one of my least favorite competitors here because he has possibly the smallest amount of respect for anyone or anything I think I've set my eyes on in that locker room. Tony Gunn.
And what makes it even more painful, the man has talent. He can wrestle, obviously. A former title holder, OVW heavyweight champion. He doesn't have to act like this. He didn't have to throw the television title into the Ohio River.
Well, you're exactly right, and unfortunately he did just that, and he thinks throwing a title in the river with the prestige of a TV title is going to give him respect. He thinks beating up down competitors, or myself, a retired wrestler, a commentator, beating me up is going to give him respect.
And a lot of people have written in, so I'll ask right now, are you okay? How have you been feeling? Because he really did a number on
And
you.
his opponent, Maximus Khan.
In the grand scheme of things, I am okay. However, quite honestly, I'm mad. But I'm telling you right now, I look forward to this contest because I'm hoping that Maximus Khan is going to finally teach Tony Gunn the lesson he so rightfully deserves.
But let me tell you something, Doc. As an OVW competitor, you have to stay impartial. You have to call this right down the line. I know that Maximus Khan will be the favorite, not only of you, but of all the fans around here. Although Tony Gunn does have his share of fans, but make sure you stay impartial, my friend.
I certainly will do my best. I have to say it's quite difficult when someone takes a cheap shot on you physically, but I will certainly do my best as Maximus Khan makes his way to the ring.
Well, Maximus Khan also has his issues with Tony Gunn.
That's right. This match did come about when Dean Hill, the commissioner of OVW, said any former television champion can have an opportunity to face Tony Gunn in this ring, and Maximus Khan returned from injury weeks early and stepped up.
Maximus Khan, of course, well known for being a championship tag team with his brother Leonis, but they've both decided to go into singles competition for the time being.
That's right, and if they are anywhere near as talented in singles competition as they are in tag team competition, then, well, at least as Tony Gunn stands, he's got his work cut out for him.
All right, so here we go. Tony Gunn in the green shorts, and Maximus Khan with the big slap. That's all you need to know. And we said that he's not happy. He's taking it out on Tony Gunn right now.
You hear the flesh popping, Bruce.
And Maximus doing
whoa.
so many in the locker room on the roster wanted to do, and that slapped the taste right out of Tony Gunn's mouth.
And I'm glad for it. Yeah, give him another one. Keep going.
All right, down, my friend.
I'll tell you right now, Bruce, I can't be impartial, man. I can't. This is sweet poetic justice, and it's about damn time.
And let's also take a look at those short punches by Maximus Khan, how much damage they do because of force and inertia. I mean, that could knock out teeth.
And you can't look at the agility. Oh, wow.
And that's what I was talking about. Tony Gunn, so wily. Yes, he's despicable, but he's brilliant also. And he knows how to take advantage of a situation.
Tony Gunn looks to be squaring away for the kill shot. Well, maybe not. Didn't get that rotation.
In your opinion, what does Maximus have to do to be victorious in this match, if you were to break it down?
He always needs to keep an eye open for Tony Gunn taking a shortcut. While Tony Gunn may certainly be talented and a well-versed grappler, he will absolutely find a way to win, even if it means bending the rules a little bit, which in the steel cage really isn't much. But either way, he's going to try to find a way to win, whether it's clean or not.
And I don't know if you could tell, but remember when Gunn cheap-shotted and low-blowed Maximus? Maximus has been sort of holding on to his abs and his lower section. He might be in a lot of pain right now.
Right,
1, 2. He almost caught the pinfall. Gunn, though, not letting up.
That's right.
Pressing the advantage.
While he might have not have gotten the victory there, continuing to cover your opponent multiple times in a row is certainly going to wear out the energy of Maximus Khan.
I want to say something else about OVW. This is a match that could main event all across the United States.
Kill shot.
He ducks it. And now Maximus Khan on the offensive, going in hard and going in strong. So as I was saying, it shows what an incredible card this is when this is our second bout.
Unbelievable. Incredible. As we see these two getting ready, it looks like to take a little bit of a risk here, going up to the top turnbuckle. Normally that would be the tallest part of the ring, but these guys are inside a 15-foot steel cage.
And that cage can come into play also. Let's remind everybody, a forehead against the cage will certainly do wonders to disable your opponent. Tony Gunn now. What's he going to try and do? Is he going to jump off that top rope?
He's not known for going high risk very often, but tonight might be the night.
No, Maximus Khan into the rally. And it looks like he did a number on Gunn.
Speaking of sweet poetic justice, Tony Gunn looks like he got his just desserts right there.
He might be firing a few blanks, if you know what I mean, with the Gunn show.
Uh-oh. Maybe not as he hooks up Maximus. Looks like he's going for a powerbomb.
But Tony Gunn's so resourceful. Even though he's hurting, he's able to recover and come down hard on Maximus. But he's not able to continue for the pin. Both of them are hurting, although Gunn!
Kill shot!
No! Maximus able to duck it.
He hit the cage with his forearm there, Bruce. Spear by Maximus Khan!
And now going for the 1, 2, Oh my gosh, he got it! He got it!
Your winner, Maximus Khan!
Maximus Khan with, I have to say, a bit of an upset, able to get rid of the former champion, now just the man everyone can't stand, Tony Gunn. I know you're feeling good about this.
I'm feeling great, Bruce. It's about time Tony Gunn finally got his mouth shut.
And it's amazing because what you said, the key, is exactly what happened. Maximus Khan, as you said, had to press his advantage and watch out for the cheap shots. That's exactly what he did. A huge feather in the cap of Maximus Khan.
Will tonight be a legendary night for King's Ransom? Only time will tell, but we're gonna make history next, Bruce. The Rush Division champion will be crowned coming up next.
When people understand that estate planning is one of the nicest things you can do for your family, you're preventing confusion, disagreement, and you're preventing people who care about you from having to make important decisions during a time that's very upsetting. Take care of your financial affairs. If you've made your own funeral arrangements, everything that you do is something else that your children don't have to figure out how to do.
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way.
The following is a ladder match for the first ever Rush Division Championship. The winner must retrieve the title and both feet must hit the canvas to be declared the first Rush Division Champion. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Dapper Dan, Sam Thompson.
The $100,000 duck himself, Sam Thompson, will attempt to make history once again to become the first ever Rush Division champion.
Dr. Ted McNaylor along with Bruce Snyder and Doc, I gotta tell you, out of all the great matches that we have tonight, I think I'm looking forward to this one more than anything else because as our good friend and colleague Gilbert Corsi said, you never forget your first ever. And this is gonna be the first ever Rush Division champion.
Absolutely. History in the making. 6 men will compete, but only one will walk away with the glory.
And his opponent, Damone Salavino.
This man calls himself the Nephilim, half man, half angel. He recently made his debut in OVW, but will he make history tonight and solidify his name in the history books as the first Rush Division champion?
A half man, half angel has super strength, and this man has super strength. And man, he can fly also.
All of these competitors make up those inside the Rush Division.
And his opponent, AJ Daniels.
These wrestlers are some of the most agile, quick, athletic competitors you will see.
All right, now you want to talk about someone flying under the radar a little bit? I think it's this man right here, AJ Daniels.
Well, they don't
a
call
crowd
him.
favorite,
Yeah.
and sometimes he doesn't get as much attention as he deserves.
Well, another newcomer to the OVW wrestling scene, but there's a reason why they call him Zero Gravity, and that's because sometimes he actually defies the laws of gravity.
The next competitor, Nigel.
From the tag team, Chase and Nigel. And a lot of times, Nigel gets underestimated because he dresses kind of, well, let's just say unconventionally. You can see him right now wearing the Santa sweater, but this man can wrestle.
Yeah, he's not gonna win though. Look at him.
Why would you say that? He looks like you, he's dressed like you.
Oh, give me a break. He's more concerned about slicking his hair back and riding up
The
his socks.
next competitor, William Lutz.
But maybe that's part of his strategy to get you to, watch what he's dressed, and then boom, he takes advantage of it.
We'll see. This is my pick right here.
William Lutz?
The William Lutz. Don't ever, ever count out William Lutz. Don't forget, he was one of the people that gave the first loss to King's Ransom.
The
Good
final
point.
competitor.
He also can take a lot of punishment.
KTD.
Former television champion is William Lutz, and here we're going to see another competitor looking to put his name into the history books, KTD.
And KTD is one of my all-time favorites. He has got, because he went a lot of weeks without ever getting a win. Did he give up? Did he cry about it? No. He kept working hard, and now the wins have started piling up. I'm proud of what he's accomplished. Not that he needs my pride, but he's doing great. All 6 of these men, all of them could be worthy competitors and worthy for this Rush Division Championship.
Something to be said about tenacity for sure.
Hey, Doc, as this starts, let's make sure everybody knows the rules to this match. All right, so basically, you have to go up and get the belt. But then once you have the belt, you have to have possession of the belt with both feet on the ground.
That's right.
To be declared the winner.
If you grab that title belt and fall down and bounce around on one leg, you are not the champion until the other leg comes down. Not that that will happen, but we will see. So it is not enough to simply take that championship off of the rung that it's on up above the cage. You must have both feet hit the mat and still keeping possession of that title.
And let's remind everybody that belt is hanging up above a 15-foot steel cage, so it's not like you can just jump up and get it. Somehow, these guys are gonna have to bring this ladder, which is outside the ring, into the cage.
Yeah, this is gonna be quick action, possibly almost too quick to call here.
And what is Dapper Dan doing out here? Who invited him?
He shouldn't be doing anything. He's not in this matchup.
Right, so leave that ladder alone.
I understand he secured himself a manager's license for Sam Thompson, but that is for giving advice only, not physically interjecting yourself into the match.
I did not realize that. Thank you for explaining that.
Well, it's not
and
that
Dapper Dan, oh, disgusting. Puts his disgusting lollipop down here.
Well, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of managers, Josh Ashcraft in point, that like to get physically involved even though it's against the rules. It looks like Dapper Dan's doing just that.
Meanwhile, in the ring, and that is Nigel going flying into, look, it's like a car wreck. There's carnage.
That's the best way to put it. It is like a car wreck. Some of these super energetic, able-bodied, swift superstars all vying for the first chance to become the Rush Division champion.
And let's make sure everybody understands, these guys are all out for themselves.
Oh,
if they momentarily team with each other, it's only to accomplish their goal of winning the championship. There are no friends in this match.
Well, except for maybe Dapper Dan on the outside, but again, he shouldn't be involved in this.
Okay, the Nephilim now. And the Nephilim using that ladder as a weapon, and good strategy, you have to say. Watch William Lutz. I could see him pouncing like...
That's my pick, Bruce.
Pouncing like a jackal.
Who's your pick, by the way?
My pick, KTD.
All right, we'll see.
Don't sell KTD short. And meanwhile, AJ Daniels climbing now. Like you said, he can fly.
Zero gravity, it looks like. He's going where he feels at home.
But here comes your man, William Lutz.
I'm telling you, Bruce.
And now they're fighting 15 feet above the ring.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
Like this. Oh, my God. Oh, men are down. What else can happen here, Bruce? We got to take a break. We'll be right back as the Rush Division Championship.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Another competitor
4,
will enter.
3, 2, 1.
What?
Familiar sounds fill the Davis Arena.
Whoa, hold on a second. What's going on here?
Wait a minute.
Get some control over this situation.
I can't believe what I have just seen.
Hi, my name's Barry Ratcliffe. You might recognize me from such films as The Longest Ride or Ted 2. Now, as a successful actor, I have 2 planes, a supermodel wife, countless exotic cars, and a ton of cash. You might think couldn't get any better than this, but You'd be wrong for only $4.99. You could get OVW Wrestling Network.com. That's OVW Wrestling Network.com for only $4.99. Now, will your life be as good as this? No. Will it be better? Yes, and I guarantee that. That's not valid anywhere. OVW Wrestling Network.com is only $4.99. Tomorrow's yesterday is today. Prices so low, they're insane.
Welcome back to Christmas Chaos. Bruce Snyder along with the good doctor, Ted McNailer, and these competitors feeling the effects of this Rush Division Championship match. Bodies all over the place, but on the... Okay, it looks like Sam Thompson and KTD on the ladder. Oh, no! AJ Daniels making everyone go boom.
You know, I hope we don't need to use it, but I am thankful we have an ambulance standing by as these men are putting their bodies and their livelihoods on the line for that one chance at glory.
And Doc, what is at stake again for folks just tuning in and joining us?
Become the first ever Rush Division champion.
And to win, you not only have to go up and grab the belt, you have to have possession of the belt with 2 feet on the ground. That's the only way you're considered the champ. Here's your pick. Here's your pick.
If Lutz were to rip the belt down here and someone were to grab it, then the person grabbing it with their feet on the floor would be the champion. Lutz, though, in a bad way. I think he might have hit his head against that cage.
I think the fans are absolutely spellbound by the carnage. I know that I am. I'm guessing you are. Sam Thompson now, former champion in his own right, trying to get the Rush Division Championship, and his old rival Nigel applying an interesting pressure point.
I hate that guy.
Who, Thompson or Nigel?
Well, I don't like either of them, but Nigel.
Yeah, but you can't deny Nigel is getting the job done. He's wide open if he wants to climb.
Well, he's not. No one is.
Let me ask you something, Doc. When you're in the ring and you're getting your brain scrambled, how hard is it to keep your conscious thought flowing and remember what the objective is?
Oh, it's impossible. I mean, it becomes fight or flight at that point. You're just trying to survive.
Wait a minute. Who's coming into the ring?
Hold on a second.
Oh. Dapper Dan. Who invited him? Get this lunatic out of here.
Dapper Dan not in the match, but since there's no disqualification, he saw fit to come inside and hit everyone with that briefcase.
And now he's helping his good buddy, Sam Thompson, who's climbing and reaching and flying and crashing and falling.
That might have been the greatest thing Nigel's ever done. Uh-oh.
And William Lutz.
Here's my boy. That's my boy, Lutz.
I don't think he knows what he's doing.
That's okay, it's working.
Yes, it is.
I didn't know what I did half my career and it worked out for me.
Yeah, it's the other half I'm concerned about.
Well.
All right, so Lutz now. Lutz, you have to actually climb it. Oh, ducked under. And Thompson caught by the back end.
We call that getting crowned. And not in a good way.
Wait a minute, take a look at Nigel. Nigel now has that polo stick.
Who even plays polo?
And coming down hard on AJ Daniels. And coming down hard on, he's trying to see on the back there. Is that the Nephilim? The Nephilim. No, that was KTD. I'm sorry, KTD.
Way, it's not about the Nephilim right now. It's about Nigel, who is running roughshod on all his fellow competitors with that croquet mallet or polo or whatever it is.
But again, it's not about beating up your opponent. It's about winning the first ever Rush Division Championship.
William Lutz is now going to be calling himself William Lutz after that.
Good point.
Just trying to take it up an octave there, if you know what I mean.
Well, I don't know if you did, but I think Lutz might. And speaking about climbing an octave, someone's climbing the steps.
The one person I said wasn't going to win.
You know what? I got to tell you, if Nigel would quit prancing around and climb that stupid ladder, he might have been champion.
Are any of the ladders any good anymore? They all look like they're mangled and broken.
Well, they need the ladder. Oh, maybe
AJ
not.
may have sensed that.
AJ Daniels might have another way. What is he doing?
Is he going to shimmy across?
He's all the way at the top.
Oh, no. What's he going to do now?
No!
Dear Lord!
Holy guacamole. Once again, the 7-10 split knocks them all out. And a brilliant move, but I wonder if it did as much damage to Daniels. All right, so KTD and Daniels
looks
now.
like it didn't hurt KTD at all. He's already up.
So now they're gonna race each other to see who can get the belt first. KTD and the black trunks, they've got the belt off.
It's whoever's feet hits the mat with that championship belt. Who's gonna fall down first? Or maybe some other competitor will reach up and get the belt.
Here comes the Nephilim, and the Nephilim going after KTD, and Daniels trying to get it. This is crazy.
Imminent. Hold on a second.
No, not yet. AJ Daniels has it, and he stands. Oh my gosh!
The winner
What a surprise.
and first ever Rush Division champion, AJ Daniels.
What a surprise, Dr. McNailer. AJ Daniels going in under the radar, coming out as the first ever Rush Division champion. Congratulations to this fine competitor.
Zero Gravity AJ Daniels has etched his names in the history book as the first ever Rush Division champion.
And if you notice, he's celebrating. Everyone else is barely conscious in the ring.
Congratulations to AJ Daniels making history. Speaking of making history, we have the Radio World's Heavyweight title on the line coming up next.
Can't wait.
You have to assure them and protect them from the idea that they have to pick one. They have to be able to love both of their parents as much as they want to. What makes this really difficult is your spouse may not be sending that same message, and you have to do it anyway. That's what's important. Your children want to know what's going to happen to them. They have to know that they're loved, and they have to know that they're allowed to love both of their parents. And you have to hold that line, even if you're the only one doing it.
Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is the official training and medical partner for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is designed to help manage spine, hip, and knee pain both before and after surgery. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation will ensure that you reach and maintain your lifestyle and fitness goals. Get back in the game of life. Call 502-875-4737 for an appointment now, or visit www.pfrhealth.com to learn more. Your life, your health.
In contest is for the World Radio Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, Shannon, the Dude.
It's the battle of the DJs as we see the voice of the Kentucky Wildcats take on the voice of the Louisville Cardinals as the representative of the Wildcats himself, Shannon the Dude from 95.7 WQMF, makes his way to the ring.
Although, as you can hear, there's plenty of Wildcats fans in attendance, and they don't really claim Shannon the Dude as their own.
It's funny. It's like he calls himself the man of the people in regards to the voice of the Wildcats, and half the people can't stand him.
And now he's going to grace us with his presence.
Oh, he's got a lot of hot air. He's got to get out.
Oh, you idiots, listen up. For those of you who are not aware, of the travesty that happened about a month ago here at OVW, I was forced to defend my radio title in a tag team. Now we've got a U of L radio host as the radio champ. I've even heard some of you idiots say that I'm afraid to face Rummage one-on-one. Let me tell you something, that's not the case, because you see, I've instructed Adam Revolver to stay back in the locker room tonight, and I'm gonna face this punk one-on-one. But let me tell you something right now. If you think that football beatdown that UK just gave you bad, wait till you see the butt whooping I'm about to give to Steve Rummage. Bring this idiot out here, come on.
And his opponent, he is the World Radio Heavyweight Champion, Steve Rummage.
Well, I was trying to make out as much of that as I could, Bruce. I believe Shannon the Dude said something along the lines of he doesn't need Adam Revolver in his corner tonight. He's going to take care of business one-on-one. And, well, we'll see if he can do just that as the representative of the Louisville Cardinals from 93-1 to Phil. Hold on a second.
Is that Adam Revolver?
I thought he didn't need Adam Revolver tonight.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, give me a break.
That snake.
Adam Revolver, he's a weasel.
He's a snake. He's two things in one.
A weasel snake. Oh, come on now.
And
no, look at that. He's trying to crush the head of Steve Rummage in that cage door.
And we got to tell everyone, Rummage did not come with a partner tonight because this is supposed to be a one-on-one competition. Shannon the Dude taking advantage.
Give me a break here. What's Adam doing in the ring?
Come on, referee, get him out of here.
Steve Rummage has no qualms with Adam Revolver. Why is he getting in the ring?
All right, so Shannon the Dude taking advantage. And Rummage can't even breathe.
Uh-oh. I hear Adam Revolver yelling to Shannon, put the sleeper on
That's
him.
exactly what he's telling him.
What's this? Strange music here as we see it. Hold on a second. An OVW newcomer making his way out to the ring. That's from Scotland. That's Crixus.
And thank goodness for Crixus.
One of the most promising young upstarts we have had here at OVW. He hasn't even made his TV debut yet, but he is right now.
And he's certainly making his debut in big fashion. Get that snake weasel out of here. Meanwhile, let's not forget, Rummage has had the sleeper on him. Is he unconscious?
I'm not sure, but for those that are just tuning in, this is not a tag team match. Adam Revolver tried to interject himself, and he just got a one-way ticket out of the cage. Thanks to Crixus.
And
Don't
Crixus
forget the name.
sending a Revolver back up the ramp.
But the damage may have been done already, Bruce, as we see Shannon the Dude with that sleeper hold locked in to Steve Rummage.
And the referee says, ring the bell. The referee says, ring the bell. And I don't really agree with this.
Well, no, he's ringing the bell to start the match.
Right, but I don't agree with this because, I mean, Shannon the Dude couldn't be in a more advantageous position.
Oh, there's a two. If the hand
I
comes down
disagree
the
with
third
this.
time, this will be the end of Steve Rummage's radio championship reign. He is not out. He is somehow still alive in this one, Bruce.
And Rummage fighting his way back, trying to get out and just to relieve the pressure point of the sleeper hold, which goes around the carotid artery and can cause unconsciousness.
Right. Either way, Steve Rummage has managed to hit a chin buster to Shannon the Dude, putting him out. But will it be enough for him to mount some offense here?
Doc, I'm going to say that Rummage was about 45 seconds away from unconsciousness.
I still say he's probably only semi-conscious still.
And that's what I was going to ask you. How long does it take to recover and get your wits about you?
I mean, after being choked like that, I mean, you can still have symptoms for the better part of the next 24 hours. Rummage is worse for wear.
Oh!
Look at that. Shannon the Dude had the powder.
He has all sorts of tricks, all sorts of everything.
I think he was trying to use it.
Yep, Rummage able to basically stay a step ahead of him.
That's right.
And now Rummage ready to get his. Let's remind everybody what caused this latest incident. Rummage was working out, and Shannon the Dude snuck in and almost dropped the weights, the barbells, onto Rummage's windpipe, almost broke his windpipe.
And he did, and Steve Rummage looks like he's finally getting a little bit of retribution here. Slamming Shannon's head into that buckle 10 times in a row and a big body slam.
All right, Rummage now, and he is sweating profusely.
Uh-oh. It looks like he has Shannon the Dude squared up. Is he gonna go for it? Looks like a big tackle, Dr. Death style, to Shannon the Dude.
And Shannon the Dude feeling the effects of it. Rummage again, slamming into Shannon the Dude. Rummage trying to retain the Radio World Championship.
He's going for one more, Bruce. He's going for one more. He's going for broke here. Oh no!
He telegraphed it.
Oh no, hold on. Wait, he's got the tights. He's got the shorts.
your winner and new World Radio Heavyweight Champion, Shannon the Dude.
I hate to say it, but this is where the experience of Shannon the Dude paid off.
Shannon the Dude steals the victory to become the World's Radio Heavyweight Champion once again. Give me a break.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
It doesn't matter if you've loved a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
Contest. Introducing first, Randall Floyd.
And he wants to be known now as the Hammer, Randall Floyd, as he makes his way out to the ring at OVW Christmas Chaos.
The Hammer, Randall Floyd, seems to have had a bit of a change in attitude lately. I don't know if it's Dustin Jackson that brought it out of him, or he always had it in him, and he was just waiting for the right opportunity to show the world.
Either way, I should take a moment here. The voice you're listening to is not that of my broadcast colleague, Bruce Snyder. I have been joined ringside by our social media correspondent, Steve Johnson, for the second half of this program. Steve, great to have you here for a night of incredible action.
Dr. Beast, it's an honor to be here. I thank you very much. I'm excited for
And
this
his
next
opponent,
hour
Dustin Jackson.
of OVW action.
This is not going to be a technical masterpiece. This is not going to be catch-ass, catch-can wrestling, Steve. This, I have a feeling, is going to be a brawl. It is going to be a fight.
Now that's the thing, Doc. It's not to say that these two wrestlers couldn't have themselves that type of match, but that's not the type of attitude that these guys have going into it.
That's right.
In the slightest.
These two technically are two of the best technical wrestlers we have. However, they're engrossed in such a heated rivalry right now that I have a feeling the fists are going to be flying pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, pretty quick and pretty ferocious.
Not to mention a hammerlock isn't going to put down your opponent for 10 seconds, which is the way you win this contest.
It'd have to be a hell of a hammerlock, Doc.
Oh, tell me about it. Speaking of hammer, again, Randall Floyd now calling himself the Hammer, trying to hammer away at Dustin. Now hide behind the referee. Give me a break.
Of course. I don't know what it is about this new and improved, if you would say, Randall Floyd. I don't know if I'm really going for it. Oh.
Case in point, these two used to seeing them in the ring, exchanging wrestling holds, putting on wrestling clinics, if you will, and it has deteriorated over the course of a few months to just an all-out rivalry between these two.
You're absolutely right, but when you put this rivalry inside of a 15-foot high steel cage, there's no hammerlocks, as you were saying, that could take care of it.
And not
in this environment, you need to go as brutal as you can.
Absolutely, and it's not even just a steel cage. This is last man standing. No pinfalls, no submissions. It is the first man that can put his opponent down for a count of 10 without responding.
Not even a simple 3 count's going to be enough.
Oh.
You need to basically completely incapacitate your opponent to win this match tonight.
Randall demanding the ref start the count. I have a feeling, though, it's going to put a lot more than that to put away Dustin Jackson. I mean, keep in mind, both these men have been contenders for the heavyweight championship. These are two of the very best in wrestling today.
You're absolutely right. They've held television gold. They've held tag team gold. The big belt has eluded them. But again, that's not to say anything about the effort and the knowledge and the talent that these two have.
Oh, nice drop kick. Sends Floyd right to the side of the cage. Big backdrop.
That was, he almost went out of the cage, Doc. I can't believe it.
Well, you better believe it, as Dustin Jackson trying to siphon the energy out of the crowd here. These two have been through some battles, Steve. I'll tell you, 2 out of 3 falls couldn't do it. In 60-minute match, couldn't do it. A street fight couldn't do it. So finally, these two meet in a steel cage last man standing match, and only one will walk away the winner of this rivalry.
Oh, looks like he may have blocked it. You have to figure that this is going to be the be-all, end-all to this type of feud. What more can you do to an opponent outside of just knocking him out for the 10 count?
Exactly. I can't think of anything else. Oh, wow.
That might have done it right there. The ref needs to start counting, and he is.
But look at Floyd, the wherewithal. Very nicely done.
Dustin looks like he's thinking about climbing up to the corner, perhaps even higher. A known high flyer in his own right. Dustin Jackson could be up to something.
And he is taking a risk here, Steve. Going to the top turnbuckle. Big pro splash.
Oh, big splash.
And the 10 count begins. What's Dustin doing? Stopping the count? Said one more time.
Now,
this is foolish. This is
I don't
foolish.
get that. Regardless of what he's trying to get done in this match, unless he knows for a fact that that's not going to be enough to take Randall Floyd out, he really needs to reconsider.
Oh, he got lucky. He hit it.
Okay.
Now count. Now count. I can't say I agree with that strategy, but either way, it did pay off for Dustin.
It just so happened to work out this time.
Exactly.
He can't go to that well too often throughout this contest, or he's in for a whole heap of trouble.
We're already at 6 now. 3 seconds stand between Dustin and a victory. 2 seconds now as Randall Floyd looks to be inside. Because I'm going to back, he's up on his feet, though.
He seems to be fooling with his jacket over there. What does he have going on?
I thought it was a bag. Yeah, you're right. His ring jacket, he pulled something out of there. I can't quite see the camera. Looks like a piece of metal. Is it a pipe?
What
No.
has he got?
He's got something on his wrist. It's handcuffs.
It looks like he's put handcuffs on Dustin Jackson. What's he got in store? I don't understand this at all.
Of Dustin trying to get his wrist out of there, but I think he latched it in. I would stop concentrating on that handcuff though and start concentrating on your opponent, Dustin. Just let it be, man.
Right. You still got a match to win. Worry about the handcuff later. Take care of Randall Floyd first. Maybe Randall Floyd was just using it as a distraction. Obviously that didn't work, but you can't fault him for trying.
Absolutely not. Dustin Jackson sending Floyd across the ring. And again, going for that corner splash, it looks like. Hits it twice in a row.
Gets the big splash. And the thing about everything that's happening inside of this ring, not only are you dealing with the turnbuckles, the ropes, your opponent, but you're fighting that cage. That cage, you better believe, is fighting right back.
I'll tell you, the steel wins every time. Floyd, though, I don't know how much more he has in him. Look at him.
Now, if I was Dustin Jackson, to be quite honest, I'd be using that handcuff to my advantage. If that's a weapon, the ref seems to be letting it go.
Well,
it would be in his best interest to try to utilize that to his advantage.
It is last man standing, and otherwise there really are no rules other than you can do whatever it takes to put your opponent down for a 10 count.
You're right.
Floyd looks like he's trying to climb out of the cage. I think he's realized
when
it comes to fight or flight, it's time to get out of here.
His goose is cooked.
Wow. Just in the nick of time.
Oh.
Well, uh-oh.
What's he got going on here?
It's like Floyd's trying to hook up Dustin,
I can't tell from this.
handcuff
Oh, my
that bottom
goodness.
rope. Oh, no. How's Dustin going to get up here?
Oh, my goodness. What has he done?
It looks like he's handcuffed his wrist to the bottom rope.
Am I seeing that right? He's got him fastened completely to that bottom rope.
Floyd, I just heard him yell. He just yelled count. Are you kidding me?
Is there even a key for this? What's Dustin going to do?
can't do anything. He's clearly conscious. He clearly wants to get up to his feet, Steve, but he literally can't. He's handcuffed to the bottom rope.
I will say I do appreciate the ingenuity of the Hammer Randall Floyd.
Oh, not like this.
A win is a win. I get it.
Come on.
Your winner, Randall Floyd.
Like we were saying, you want to think that a last man standing match is going to be the best way to make sure that this feud is over and done with. But I've got more questions at the end of it than I had when we came in.
Well, by hook or by crook, it was not against the rules. Randall Floyd found a way to win here. And it looks like he's not done. Come on, hasn't he done enough? You won the match, Floyd. What else could you want?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Another competitor
4,
will enter.
3, 2, 1.
What?
Familiar sounds fill the Davis Arena.
Whoa, hold on a second. What is going on here?
Wait a minute.
Get some control over this situation.
I can't believe what I have just seen.
Hi, my name's Barry Ratcliffe. You might recognize me from such films as The Longest Ride or Ted 2. Now, as a successful actor, I have 2 planes, a supermodel wife, countless exotic cars, and a ton of cash. You might think, couldn't get any better than this, but you'd be wrong. For only $4.99, you can get OVW Wrestling Network.com. That's OVW Wrestling Network.com for only $4.99. Now, will your life be as good as this? No. Will it be better? Yes, and I guarantee that. That's not valid anywhere. OVW Wrestling Network.com is only $4.99. Tomorrow's yesterday is today. Prices so low, they're insane.
The it factor, the one that you least expect, the one you haven't heard of, that's the one that makes the headlines, Steve.
You're
You might be
absolutely
looking
right.
at the next women's champion in Maserati.
I've heard great things about her. I've seen her work in other promotions. She's a hell of a talent, Doc, and I'm excited to see what she's going to be able to do inside the 15-foot-high steel cage.
Absolutely.
The next competitor, the 98-year-old wrestling extraordinaire, Thunder Kitty.
Now, don't get me wrong, Thunder Kitty is probably one of my favorite female competitors in OVW.
Yeah.
I have a lot of concerns about what osteoporosis means when it meets a steel cage.
You're absolutely right. I will say that she is the best-looking 98-year-old woman I have seen in this building.
Oh, yeah. So Thunder Kitty, she looks great. You know, some older women, they call them cougars. Thunder Kitty, she's a saber-toothed tiger. Now, this competitor, she made a name for herself at our last big event. It was October 29th at the Halloween show that Sarah the Rebel made her OVW debut.
The next competitor, Maddie Max.
And yet another former OVW Women's Champion makes her return to the squared circle here.
Maddie hasn't been inside of an Ohio Valley wrestling ring in quite some time. I'm curious to see if she's still got it.
The final competitor, Megan Bain.
She seems to be the crowd's favorite, Doc.
Now, one-on-one, I would have to give the advantage to Megan Bain physically against any of these competitors. However, when you have a multi-competitor situation, all bets are off. Anyone can win this contest, and I'm excited to see who does just that. Hold on a second.
What's that?
Well, I know that music. That's the music of our OVW Women's Champion, Max the Impaler.
Max the Impaler. Is she going to make her way out here to the ring? Yes, she is.
I guess she's going to get herself an up-close and personal look at the competition. I mean, keep in mind, Steven, that she will face the winner of this match immediately upon its conclusion.
I guess there's no sense in lollygagging. Might as well get right here in the middle of it. That way, as soon as it's time, she's going to be ready to rock. I get it. An intimidating figure if there ever was one. Max the Impaler.
You can certainly say that again. Max, I don't want to offend you. If you want, you can have my chair, and I will just kneel down here next to my friend Steve. I apologize. Okay, I'll just sit. Thanks.
That was very honorable of you.
It's these women now just going after one another, scratching, clawing, vying their way to victory.
I think Kelly Young looks like she was going for a pinfall. I don't think she understands what she's doing.
Once again, you would hope Brian Kinnison, your friend,
yeah,
would have
sure.
smartened her up.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I don't know what we did, but I'm sorry. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I don't know if the cameras are catching it. I'm
kind
of intimidated here with the women's champion right next to us.
We'll be over here.
One of the greatest women's champions of all time.
If not the greatest.
If I must say.
If not the greatest.
As we see the rest of the competition going just buck wild here inside the steel cage.
Speaking of great former OVW champions,
Jessie Bell looks the closest to escaping the cage, just securing her opportunity for that women's championship match.
I will say, again, I appreciate the looks of the 98-year-old wrestling sensation, the dexterity, the fact that she can climb up the cage with 2 bad hips, a bad back, and 3 bad arms.
This is insane. I don't think you're going to meet any of these competitors who is not going to give their absolute best here in trying to secure the victory in this contest.
And you have to think with Max the Impaler right out here at ringside, that's going to act as a little bit of extra motivation for some of these, and maybe a little bit of demotivation for others. Maybe it's a little scary and they realize what's in store for their future.
Well, certainly, yeah. Don't count out the one you have to face afterwards. I just got to think whoever wins, are they going to have anything left to go against Max?
I don't know if you saw the little weasel Brian Kennison got a little close to Max the Impaler. And I've never seen the little man run so quick, not gonna lie.
It's anybody's ball game, Steve. Who will become the victor here? Time will tell, but we gotta take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back.
OVW is bringing back a Louisville tradition, wrestling on Tuesday nights. See all your favorite OVW stars on WBNA 21, bringing back the tradition of Tuesday night wrestling in Louisville, Kentucky. Don't miss a single episode each Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WBNA. Join us as we bring back the Tuesday night wrestling tradition with Ohio Valley Wrestling on WBNA 21.
Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is the official training and medical partner for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is designed to help manage spine, hip, and knee pain both before and after surgery. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation will ensure that you reach and maintain your lifestyle and fitness goals. Get back in the game of life. Call 502-875-4737 for an appointment now, or visit www.pfrhealth.com to learn more. Your life, your health.
Ringside, it looks like Valerie Verman now hitting Sarah the Rebel.
All right.
Each women looks like they're taking the opportunity to take each other out here, Steve.
As they should. Take advantage of every situation that's presented before you in a situation such as this. Oh, and Maddie is down. And down hard. All right, Callie looks like she's ready to stand toe-to-toe.
Uh-oh, it's a race.
Off they go.
A foot race. I like a good old-fashioned foot race, Steven. But who's going to win here?
All right, we got Megan Bain and Callie.
It's close. Looks like both have one foot over the cage. Callie gets the other foot over first, though. Callie looks like she's in the lead. She's starting to just make her to sit now.
All right, they're both
looks like
coming down.
Meg's making some legway here. She's still got both women have quite a ways to make it to the floor.
All right, it's going to be a foot race. We've got a race going. Who's going to get down first?
Meg's close. Megan's down.
Megan Bain.
Your winner, Megan.
And Max gets right on top.
Hold on a second.
Oh, my goodness. She whipped her into the cage after everything she's already been through. Max takes advantage of the situation. Understandably so, once again.
Technically, the women's championship match has not started yet. Max is taking advantage of the situation, though, and just pulverizing Megan Bayne.
Well, Doc, they don't get paid by the hour. She needs to go ahead and get in, get out. Make it quick. And if I was Brian Kennison and Callie, I'd stay far away from this. My goodness.
And I might YouTube
Run away,
some videos
ladies.
on politics, too, while they're at it.
Yeah, basic stuff, social studies. 6th grade civics class should be able to take care of most of that for him.
You see Thunder Kitty and Max the Impaler just eyeballing each other as Max has just wicked intentions for the former women's champion, Megan Bayne. I tell you, Max the Impaler, she is a barbarian.
She is a monster, Doc. I've never seen a woman like her get in the ring here at OVW or anywhere else for that matter. Looks like she's demanding the ref start the match.
Charlene, though, saying, hey, I'm the referee, I'm the official. And we are underway
All right,
in
this match has begun.
Championship match.
So Max comes into this fresh. Megan Bayne has just been through hell.
And she has suffered unbelievable punishment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is now for the OVW Women's Championship.
Now Megan's got the crowd behind her, and that can do a lot of crazy things, regardless of how spent you may be.
And let me tell you, there's something about fighting from underneath when your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response just gets fired up. Your adrenaline is pumping, and all you know is survive. And Megan Bayne, I think, can do just that. And look, she is making it happen right now, Steve.
Right here in the middle of the ring, she's gone ahead and turned it around here on Max the Impaler. That fight or flight you were talking about, she's fighting like hell right now.
I thought for sure when Max attacked Meg, and I thought that was it. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
I may have
She
spoken
just whipped
too
her.
soon.
Her full body just slammed into that cage, full speed. If I was the ref, I'd get the medics out here. Doc, you might have to go and check on Megan. If this match goes on any further, it looks like Max has cruel intentions in her eyes.
It's like she's stalking prey here. Oh no, fallout!
Big full Nelson slam, and down goes Megan Bayne.
What else is Max gonna do here? Big spear! Come on!
Your winner and still OVW Women's Champion, Max the Impaler.
Max the Impaler attacked Megan Bayne upon her victory in the Reverse Women's Rumble and used that advantage to retain the OVW Women's Championship. Who will be able to relinquish Max the Impaler of that title? Only time will tell. But the time is coming up next for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Leonis, Smooth, and that's coming up next.
When people understand that estate planning is one of the nicest things you can do for your family, you're preventing confusion, disagreement, and you're preventing people who care about you from having to make important decisions during a time that's very upsetting. Take care of your financial affairs. If you've made your own funeral arrangements, everything that you do is something else that your children don't have to figure out how to do.
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way.
W Heavyweight Championship.
Here we see, getting ready to make his way to the ring, one half of King's Ransom, getting his first opportunity at Heavyweight Championship Gold. This is Leonis Khan.
I'm happy to see it happen. I'm happy to see it happen for him. Former tag team champion with his brother as King's Ransom. His first opportunity to hold the big belt, so to speak, the heavyweight championship here tonight inside of a steel cage.
I'm happy as long as you're happy, Steve.
I'll be happy as soon as I learn how to properly enunciate.
Hey, don't get me wrong. It is exciting. It is electric in here at Louisville Slugger Field. If you aren't here, you are missing out. But I will remind everyone, you can catch us at the Davis Arena every Tuesday night live for wrestling action. As we await the champion, the Trinidad Titan, Justin Smooth, who has had a strong hold on that championship for the better part of a year now.
By hook or by crook, he's managed to continue his reign of dominance atop OVW, like you said, for nearly a year. You have to wonder, what does he have in store for his former friend, his former colleague tonight?
That's right. Justin Smooth used to be training partners with Leonis and Maximus Khan in the gym. They know each other very, very well, Steve, and you have to think the fact that these two know the strategies they might employ in that ring will make this one heck of a contest.
I was getting ready to say, we're in for a hell of a match. These guys know each other about as well as any two men inside this business can. I'm excited to see what they've got in store for one another.
Appearing to be playing mind games, slowly making his way around the ring, riling up the crowd, trying to psych out his opponent, Leonis Khan. I don't think it's going to work against Leonis, though.
Looks like Leonis is laser focused on one thing, and that is getting a hold of that OVW Heavyweight Championship. He's hesitant to get inside that cage, and rightfully so.
Leonis isn't even letting him get inside.
Leonis needs to step back and let the man get in the ring, because we know, if anything, Justin Smooth is not going to go in at a disadvantage. If he's not going in at least toe-to-toe, he's not going in at all. Oh! Looks like he hit him in the head with the cage door. And
as we await the introductions of both competitors, we're not going to have a chance to introduce them. This match is underway.
This match is underway. Quick as that, Titan found a way to take advantage of the situation.
This thing started hard and fast as Smooth to slam that door into Leonis Khan, quickly gaining the advantage.
Now, as we were saying earlier, Leonis and Justin go back a number of years. They've trained together, they've traveled the roads together. They know each other, again, about as well as two individuals can. This match between Leonis and Justin tonight has become extremely personable. Not personable.
Oh, wow. Leonis bringing the fight right back to Smooth. Leonis is, I tell you, he is a hard-nosed competitor, Steve. It's going to take a lot to put that man down.
He's got a lot to go. He's got a hell of an engine on him. Smooth needs to watch out. And and if anything, he knows he needs to keep pace, because Leonis will go as long as it takes.
Hooking up for a suplex. Looks like Leonis Khan. Smooth blocked it. Taking a shot across the back. Leonis Khan does just as Smooth, and he's going to throw him into the cage. He does. And I'll tell you again, I'll say it once, I'll say it 100 times, the steel wins every time.
Yeah, that steel cage is pretty much undefeated in all of professional wrestling history. Leonis can attest to that here tonight.
Smooth continuing the punishment in the corner here.
Again, looks like Smooth is...
Oh, give me a break. So you could win by pinfall submission or escaping the cage, and what a great champion. Running away from the fight is Justin Smooth trying to win the match.
It's not outside of his character, but I will say, at the end of the day, you want to keep the belt.
Whoa, whoa. Is he gonna fire? Is he gonna suplex him off the side of the cage?
They need to watch out.
No. Oh my God!
Oh, my goodness. A huge back suplex off the cage. Both men are down.
And that will equalize any opponent every time. Wow.
My goodness. That took the wind out of me. I can only imagine how they're feeling.
Both men back up. Both men already very much worse for wear here, especially after that fall.
It doesn't take long when you're in the ring with either of these two men, but when you add the sadistic 15-foot-high steel cage to the equation.
You gotta think, even though Leonis did slam Justin Smooth from the side of that cage, they both fell a good 12 feet to the mat.
Oh, absolutely, and these are big guys. These aren't little feathers just dainty as they float to the thing. These guys are well over 250 pounds each. Them hitting that mat is like a sack of bricks.
There are a couple of burly boys here, Steve. They're bringing the brawn, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Doc. You're not wrong.
Both very resilient, both very conditioned, and both very much hard as nails.
Now Justin Smooth.
Again, look.
Oh!
What a shot from Leonis Khan.
A little bit of a taste of his own medicine, if you will.
Right. Smooth once again was trying to escape rather than pin or submit his opponent. Leonis Khan had a little surprise for him.
Again, these guys aren't getting paid by the hour. No matter how much flash and sizzle you may throw into a match, at the end of the day, you're getting paid the same as long as you win. And Justin Smooth is taking full advantage of that. Well, he was. Now he's on the mat.
Uh-oh. Looks like we could have a cover here after that spear from Leonis Khan. Will we have a new heavyweight champion in Leonis? No.
Kicked out at 2.999.
The momentum was set in Leonis' favor earlier tonight when his brother Maximus had a definitive victory over Tony Gunn. Can they go 2 for 2, and will Leonis capture the gold here tonight at Louisville Slugger Field?
This might be King's Ransom's. Oh, big boot from the Trinidad Titan. Justin Smooth puts both men down again. He may be out cold.
Both men look about out of it. Oh, come on. Whoa, hold on a second. Leonis still finding a little bit of life here. Stays alive in this contest, just barely getting that shoulder
I don't know where he found it, but by God, he dug deep and he got something out of there. And this match lives on. Looks like Justin Smooth is requesting the referee bring that championship belt to him. The match isn't over. I don't understand what this is about at all.
I mean, technically, there's no disqualification. However, it's not a weapons match.
I begrudgingly approve this.
Leonis gets out of the way. Another big spear, but I think Leonis might have knocked his own head into that championship belt.
Looked like he speared that belt.
And I'll tell you what, if you have not held one of these championship belts before, that thing weighs a good 30, 40 pounds. It is not a light piece of metal there.
No, and then go at that at the speed that Leonis likes to hit that spear and hit it head first. I wouldn't be surprised at all if this match were over as it stands.
That's the first time I've seen something like that.
Looks like Smooth is looking to escape by the door again.
I can't stand this, Steve. If you're gonna be a champion, defeat your opponent. Pin him, submit him, fight him. Don't escape, don't run. But that's Smooth's MO. Do whatever you can to escape with a victory.
You're absolutely right. It's been his MO for quite some time now.
But Leonis isn't gonna let it end that way. He's not gonna let his championship hopes end in an escape. He wants the fight to continue.
He's got the heart of a lion. And Smooth, I don't think Smooth appreciates that one bit. But I don't know if there's much that he's going to be able to do about it.
These two jockeying for position here. That cage door still open. Hold on a second. A low blow by the Trinidad Titan.
He's done everything in his power to take advantage of breaking, bending every single rule in the rule book in order to get this match won.
Not like this. Smooth right next to the cage door here.
He's almost out. Leonis needs to look up.
Smooth talking trash now. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Your winner and still OVW Heavyweight Champion, Justin Smooth.
The Trinidad Titan retains the heavyweight title by escaping the cage, in part to an inadvertent shot by Leonis Khan, well, a very blatant shot knocked Smooth clear out of the cage.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Another competitor
4,
will enter.
3, 2, 1.
What?
Familiar sounds fill the Davis Arena.
Whoa, hold on a second. What's going on here?
Wait a minute.
Get some control over this situation.
I can't believe what I have just seen.
Hi, my name's Barry Radcliffe. You might recognize me from such films as The Longest Ride or Dead 2. Now, as a successful actor, I have 2 planes, a supermodel wife, countless exotic cars, and a ton of cash. You might think it couldn't get any better than this, but you'd be wrong. For only $4.99, you can get OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. That's OVWWrestlingNetwork.com for only $4.99. Now, will your life be as good as this? No. Will it be better? Yes, and I guarantee that. That's not valid anywhere. OVWWrestlingNetwork.com is only $4.99. Tomorrow's yesterday is today. Prices so low, they're insane.
OVW is bringing back a Louisville tradition, wrestling on Tuesday nights. See all your favorite OVW stars on WBNA 21, bringing back the tradition of Tuesday night wrestling in Louisville, Kentucky. Don't miss a single episode each Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WBNA. Join us as we bring back the Tuesday night wrestling tradition with Ohio Valley Wrestling on WBNA 21.
The following is your main event of the evening and is a caged warfare contest. The first 2 opponents will compete for 5 minutes, and a new component will enter the cage. Every 1 minute intervals, a new competitor will enter until all competitors have entered the cage. Then the match will officially start. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the East End villain, the Legacy of Brutality.
This is where we're at, Steve. Main event time here at Louisville Slugger Field as the Legacy of Brutality makes their way to the ring for Cage 1.
Now, I've yet to have the honor to call a match by the Legacy of Brutality, but I know this much. This is their playground. This is their home. As close to a living hell as you could want. They love it. They cannot get enough. These guys have been through wars together. They will have their biggest war ever tonight.
And these are not nice men.
And their opponents, the team of Muhammad Ali Shira, your OVW Tag Team Champions, Corey Storm and Dimes, and Jax Dane.
Now what a dream team, if you will, these 4 have made, with Shira rounding out the team this past week on OVW TV, 4 of the greatest up-and-coming superstars in wrestling today.
You've got your high flyers in the tag team champions. You've got the newcomer to OVW in Shira, and then you've got the tried and true Tennessee proud Jax Dane heading him up.
I like to say Jax Dane is professional wrestling's answer to Godzilla. He is just a monster.
You're absolutely right. He's going up against a whole gang of Mothras, though. And these Mothras, they've worked together time and time again. They essentially live together. They're brothers. They know inside and out how this works. I'm hoping, I'm praying that the team of Jax, Shera, and the tag team champions can stand tall here tonight.
It will be interesting to see who each team chooses first to start this contest. I understand prior to this match, it was the Legacy of Brutality that won the coin toss, so they will get the initial advantage.
They've already got the advantage. I don't understand. Why does fate rain down on them in such a way that they get this extra?
What I mean by that, Steve, and sorry, I'm bumbling a little bit because we have Legacy Brutality
I'm
sitting
gonna
right
sit
in
real
front
far
of us,
back.
so a little nervous. But by that, I mean once 5 minutes has elapsed, every minute a new competitor will enter. The first team to have a teammate enter will be the Legacy of Brutality.
So they're going to immediately have a 2-on-1 advantage.
Yes, for a whole minute before the next opponent from the other team will make his way in the match.
You can do a hell of a lot in 60 seconds, too. They can't outright win the match, but they can incapacitate Storm. They can leave him as a puddle
and that's
on the
a good
mat.
point, too. This match can't end right now. There are no pinfalls yet. There are no submissions yet. This match doesn't even officially begin until every member of each team is in the match. That is a lot of damage, a lot of wear and tear on everyone else.
Oh, goodness, yes. You can tap. You can say, I quit. You can have your mama throw in the towel. It means nothing until all 8 men are in the ring.
Oh, wow. Well, that meant something. A kick to the face from Corey Storm onto Isaiah. Right on the butt.
Corey Storm looks to be a house of fire tonight. He needs to take advantage of this. He needs to do everything he can to get Isaiah down, because here in just a couple minutes, he's going to have a fresh Legacy of Brutality member right on his back.
See Corey Storm just pounding away. Known for the high flying is this young man, but he's not afraid to just pound away. Fist of Fury here to win a match. Whoa!
Oh! With a kick off the side of the cage. All right, you can hear the Legacy of Brutality members coaching their partner inside the cage. Their intentions are well known, and they make it so.
Corey Storm with those educated feet.
You know, for only being 18, maybe 19 years old at this point, this kid's got a ton of experience under his belt, and he's very, very talented. The future, if he survives tonight, looks bright for Corey Storm.
Well, don't count out Isaiah either, though. Although he hangs around with these thugs, he is a talented competitor. He's the Hood Ninja. He's been around a long time. He doesn't have to succumb to this villainy, but yet that's exactly what all these men do.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
LOB gets their pick. Who's it gonna be? It looks like Jay Bradley. Uh-oh.
Jay Bradley, Mr. Boomstick, the best heavyweight in the world, or so he says.
Oh, wow.
Just whips Corey Storm full speed right into the cage.
Can Corey Storm come back here? We'll find out. We gotta take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
You have to assure them and protect them from the idea that they have to pick one. They have to be able to love both of their parents as much as they want to. What makes this really difficult is your spouse may not be sending that same message, and you have to do it anyway. That's what's important. Your children want to know what's going to happen to them. They have to know that they're loved, and they have to know that they're allowed to love both of their parents. And you have to hold that line, even if you're the only one doing it.
It doesn't matter if you go out a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who's gonna be next? Doms makes his way into this match. The other half of the OVW Tag Team Champions in Doms and Storm. And don't let his size fool you. This man, pound for pound, is one of the greatest competitors we have in OVW today.
He's tough as could be, and he's quicker than a hiccup, and he's going to need to use all the quickness, all the strength, all the speed. He's going to need to take advantage of these two quick.
Doms, still very young in his wrestling career, already a Triple Crown champion.
The double team moves come quickly from Storm and Dimes.
What are they gonna do here?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
They've got
4,
precious time.
3, 2, 1.
Looks like Big Zoe is getting in the ring.
LOB now gets the numbers advantage once again, and if LOB likes to do anything, it's having the numbers advantage.
Oh my goodness! Again, he almost threw him clean out of the cage.
Oh, wow. I hope they reinforce the sides of that cage. Otherwise, these fans in the front row might get a real cage experience.
Yeah, they might figure out what Zoe time is all about.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness. As soon as he came in, he was a house of fire.
10, 9,
But that got neutralized
8,
quickly.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right,
And
Big Shira's getting in the ring.
Shira.
A heavyweight in his own right. These big men. He's come in guns a-blazing, and his team needed it.
What's gonna happen next? We're gonna take our last commercial timeout. We'll be right back on OVW TV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Another competitor will enter.
3, 2, 1.
What?
Familiar sounds fill the Davis Arena.
Whoa, hold on a second. What's going on here?
Wait a minute.
Get some control over this situation.
I can't believe what I have just seen.
Hi, my name's Barry Radcliffe. You might recognize me from such films as The Longest Ride or Dead 2. Now, as a successful actor, I have 2 planes, a supermodel wife, countless exotic cars, and a ton of cash. You might think it couldn't get any better than this, but you'd be wrong. For only $4.99, you can get OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. That's OVWWrestlingNetwork.com for only $4.99. Now, will your life be as good as this? No. Will it be better? Yes, and I guarantee that. That's not valid anywhere. OVWWrestlingNetwork.com is only $4.99. Tomorrow's yesterday is today. Prices so low, they're insane.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The final member of Legacy of Brutality, Cash Flow, has now made his way into this contest. We are 1 entrant away from this match officially getting underway. Oh, wow.
Him and Shira were going to go head-to-head. Jay Bradley decided he wanted to make his presence felt.
And a big boot from Cash Flow ended that flurry right away.
The numbers game again. Oh, my
Legacy
goodness.
of Brutality are in their element, Stevie.
Oh, my goodness. To get a man the size of Cash Flow slammed on top of you? I can't believe it. How is he still moving?
10,
He should be dead.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enter the monster.
Jax Dane coming in. He's throwing bodies everywhere. He's come in motivated.
This match has now finally officially began.
Oh my goodness. Cash Flow just chopped that man. Oh, Do you hear that?
He hit him hard.
It's a shotgun blast. Oh.
It's like it didn't even faze him.
My lungs collapsed. Just listen to it. Oh my, big belly to belly on cash flow. He sends Jay Bradley into the cage. It's Zotime in the cage. The Hood Ninja. And Flo. I cannot believe it. It's almost 400 pounds on his shoulders.
Easily keeping him in the air.
Oh! And down he went. Did they reinforce this ring?
Again, I would hope so. The equalizer.
Looks like Jax pulled a weapon from the East End villain. Oh! Jay Bradley used that weapon on Shira.
No.
Oh, no!
Your
They were
winners,
wrong.
the legacy of brutality.
Not like this. Not like this.
This isn't the way this was supposed to go.
It looks like Ashcraft has given the marching orders for LOP to retreat with the victory. A travesty. We've seen everything from new championships being won. We've seen weapons, we've seen clouds, we've seen chaos, and we've seen the legacy of brutality walking away the winners of Caged Warfare here tonight. What's gonna happen next week on OVW TV? Be sure to tune in. We'll catch you next week. For Steve Johnson, I am Dr. Manbeast, Ted McNailer. We'll catch you next time, next week for OVW TV.